Alright, folks. Roz with round one here with Seoff. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and play first. We'll go ahead and give him the hey and good luck. Looking here, it's not a terrible hand. We do have an Azorius Arrestor, if nothing else. If we get a black online, we'll have things like the Sluiceway Scorpion. Let's not go ahead and mulligan. And we'll see where this deck takes us. The Pack Rat Vitu-Ghazi Guildmage Weirdness deck. Go ahead and layer down. No. I think the reality is that I usually end up drafting Selesnya because I feel comfortable in Selesnya, and I guess it's pretty good that Selesnya is also a really good color. What are you playing for one? You are playing a Codex Shredder. God no. Why the Codex Shredder? Every time I play against a Codex Shredder, it makes me sad. There we go. Alright, you got a Plains. But you got that Plains because the next thing I was going to draw was going to be a Swamp. No, alright, it's a Towering Andric though, that's fine. Alright, so I guess the question is, do you lay down the Arrestor here? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because I don't know if Codex Shredder means I'm up against, a really, really aggressive deck. I've seen both schools of thought. Schools of thoughts oh, keep the Arrestor back, get some value out of it, keep the pace down. But the reality is, if he's a slow deck, then I'm missing out on, a bunch of damage. He has nothing to do until turn 3 or 4. Oh, there goes my stab wound! Oh, well. Alright, so we are going to get a little bit of damage out with our Arrestor. That's kind of cool. So he didn't get to arrest anyone, but he is going to get to have some Azorius brutality. I don't know if he's the exact same thing as the police, but get in there. Alright, next turn we'll have Towering Andric. Things are looking okay. We almost have enough mana for things like Tristani's Judgment. Transguild Promenade. So yeah, so he's not going to be doing anything until the next turn. So in this instance, getting the 4 damage for the Azorius Arrestor is kind of cool. What do you got? Launch Party. Wow, okay. That Codex Shredder is whipping me behind. Ooh, Golgari Longleaf is fantastic. We're going to curve right out here. Alright, go forth, Azorius Arrestor. Keep doing what it is you do. You have the right to remain silent. Although you may find it difficult to remain silent when you're getting kicked in the spleen. Yeah, we'll tap that. So, we're slowly getting shredded away. I'm not really, super worried about getting milled. I'm just worried about losing all of my good cards. There's a Giant Growth. Why can't you mill some more lands? Keening Apparition, huh? Alright. That could have been a lot worse. Well, now we have enough mana to play everything in our deck. So, I guess we'll play that, and I guess we'll swing in here for the big damage. Trade for an Arrestor? I don't think he will. Nope, no, he's going to do it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and throw down the big meat here. It sounded really dirty. Let's go ahead and throw down the big creature. How about that? Yes, Golgari Longlegs, get up in there. What is next to be shredded from the pile of goodness? A Plains. I don't feel so bad about that. You can shred the Plains. I really would have liked to keep, the Launch Party and the Stab Wound and the Giant Growth. Oh, man. Azorius Justiciar is quite good. That is going to definitely provide some pacing. Getting a black here would be pretty cool. Actually, getting anything would be pretty cool that's not, a Plains or a Forest. Another Tristani's Judgment. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess I can liberally use Tristani's Judgment now, because we are not going to be doing anything else. I might even just Tristani's Judgment whatever he plays here, just to kind of get it off. I mean, I don't get to have my populate. Yes, keep milling those lands. Mill those lands. Call the Conclave. Interesting deck he has. I think we're just going to go ahead and Tristani's Judgment that. Makes me sad that we don't get to get like maximum value out of it, but what can you do? There's the black mana. So, rushing along here. Oh, and he just takes it? Okay. Nope. Sluiceway Scorpion, go! Yeah. What are you playing at the end of your turn for 3? Oh, Avenging Arrow. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, so Codex Shredder, Azorius Justiciar, Avenging Arrow, Call the Conclave, Keening Apparition. There goes my Swift Justice. Oh, wow, that is really, really bad. That is really, really bad. And a Drudge Beetle is completely underwhelming. Alright. Well, let's see here. We can't even play the Tristani's Judgment and the Drudge Beetle. I guess we... Well, I guess we go with the Sluiceway Scorpion, because if worst comes to worst, we can scavenge onto the Towering Indrik, I guess. I imagine he just blocks out with the Azorius Justiciar. Let's see, do we just hang back instead? Maybe we just hang back instead and trade instead with something cool like a Armada Worm. The problem is, though, if God forbid he has something like that he can use to populate, I guess we can Tristani's Judgment in response. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Armada Worm is a very, very good card. Yeah, I think basically we just need to hang back here. And potentially take a lot of damage. Alrighty. So, the plan is to do this. And how much would we take? I don't know if I want to Tristani's Judgment this yet. I saved myself 5 damage, but I really don't want him to populate this if he'll populate it in response. We're going to take 3, 8. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But, I really want to save that Tristani's Judgment. Ouch. So, tap out. That is not tapping out. So he stabilized pretty quick. Alright, well, let's hope for the best here. We kind of have to use this. And hope that he doesn't have a way to populate it right here and now, because if he does, we are really jacked. Yeah, I think he does. Oh, that's so bad. Yep. Rootborn Defenses. Still dies, but he does get another worm out of the deal. Nitsugazi Guildmate is a card. question is, can we survive? Let's see here. How many things can I do? I can 1, 2, 3 onto the Towering Indrik. How much mana do I have? 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that leaves me with 4, and then I can play both of these. I think that's pretty good. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's make sure that we play this correctly. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. And let's just vomit out our entire hand here. If you hear some odd sounds in the background, that is my wife, who is choosing to do some guest commentating with us here today. Alright, so Vitu-Ghazi Guildmage, let's see if that helps us at all. 3/3 Centaurs are not as good as 5/5 Trampling Worms, but that's kind of what we got right now. So we had a kind of a back and forth struggle here where I was doing good and then he stabilized, and now we're going to see if I can stabilize. Have we really seen any removal? We saw one Avenging Arrow. At first I wasn't too sure about his deck, but he has a neat little deck here. I mean, Call the Conclave or Moto Worm, Rootborn Defenses, all really, really good cards. Oh, sweet. Well, that was fortunate. And this is really fortunate because we are going to have a Centaur's Herald online. And we will be able to start breaking that open and then populating it. We can't do both. But we may be able to overwhelm him with the amount of Centaurs that we can pump out. It really depends. But right now, this Towering Indrik is kind of the only thing saving us from a really, really swift demise. I'd really rather not get milled to death as well. That would be pretty bad. Alright, so... Oh, he's going to get his Armada Worm back to his hand? Yikes. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Yep, there comes the Armada Worm. What are we sitting here with? 6. It's actually a better use of the mana right now to just put a creature on there with the Vitu-Ghazi Guildmage. I mean, it does the same thing, but it kind of keeps the Herald in case like it needs to block and sack. So let's do it. So now it's a question of what is going to win first, my Centaurs or his Worms. Those worms are really big. Alright. So mana-wise, we're sitting on 2, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we still can't do this twice. We can, however, crack this open and do that and make a Centaur, so that's pretty cool. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to save this Brush Strider for right now. So we're kind of playing a waiting game, and that's not what I want to do when I have something... Well, I mean, the Codex Shredder's gone, so I don't really have to worry about the mill portion of this. But he could have some, like, other crazy populate and rootborn defenses and things like that, and things could get really out of hand really fast. I mean, I can double block like a boss, but... Man, what is he playing now? Okay, of course it's a Accord. That's pretty bad. Because he'll get another worm out of the deal. Yep. That's a lot of creatures, man. Alright. Yeah, I guess we could go ahead and do both of these. So basically, let's draw a pack rat. That would be cool. Ha ha. Ha ha. So what does this mean? This means that we can make some pack rats, which is cool. They're not like amazing yet though. We can only make one a turn. Don't know if it'll be enough to carry us to victory. That's a lot of worms, man. That's a lot of worms. And he's drawn into some great cards here. What, you got another Courses Accord? Oh, Wayfaring Temple? Holy cow. Oh, man. Alright, well, that's pretty good. This is a long game. It's going to be a long game. His worms, though, are... I would feel very confident if I was him. His worms are vastly superior to these centaurs. And he's drawing really good cards. I mean, a pack rat is really good. I mean, it's not like I'm like, oh, I drew a pack rat that's so terrible. That's a fantastic card, but... Here we go. Alrighty. What kind of attack are you doing? Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, so let's see. We can double block here. We can block out here. We can double block here. And we can throw down a Drudge Beetle. And I think that's what we're going to do, is throw down the Drudge Beetle. Just because if we need to, later on, we can start scavenging with it. That's where we are. Let's see where that gets us. If he has, like, some sort of, like, awesome trick, it's just going to annihilate us. Like what is that? The tramply one. Chorus. Chorusomite. That would have been really bad. Also, another Rootborn defenses would have been just absolutely horrible. Okay, so, what can we do here? We can pack rat, and we can, let's see, can we pack rat and populate? Yes, we can. That might be able to win it for us. Let's see. We're at 9. Wayfaring Temple only a 6/6 now. Thankfully it doesn't have trample. Azurius Arrestor is pretty good. Towering Indrik, huh? That's pretty good too. Man, I'm not sure we're going to be able to pull this off. He has drawn really good cards. Alright, so in comes the team. Alright, so what can we do here? We can make one, let's see, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. I think the plan here is to get on the pack rat train, because the pack rats are the things that are going to be able to get out of hand. Oh man, alright. I'm not even sure that we can survive here, but let's give it everything we got. Okay, so this basically has to chump. And we can put that there and that there. I think that's just too many creatures. How do we stop all this damage? Him being able to arrest that Towering Indrik potentially just won him the game. How do we do this? I'm not sure there's a way to stop all this damage. We would lose almost everything in the process. Yeah, I'm not really sure we can stop all this damage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would actually have to throw away my V2 Gazi Guild Mage on one of these. Yeah, I don't think that there's a way for us to win this. It might even still be enough to kill us. Math is hard. Okay, so we're at 2. Yeah, I would have needed something like amazing. Alright, yeah, there's no way that we can come back from that one. Man alive. Okay. So, Our modo worm is excellent. So yeah, having these Tristani's Judgment is really important. Stab Wound is also quite good. I'm even thinking about bringing in something like another launch party, maybe? We didn't even see a launch party. I think that something like a Swift Justice is underwhelming. And maybe we do just need another launch party, or maybe we can throw in like an Avenging Arrow. I mean, Avenging Arrow would be okay too. I think that launch party might be strictly better. Well, maybe it's not. I mean, let's see. That keeps our mana base as is, which isn't bad. That was a good deck. The Armada Worm just got way out of control really fast. Yeah, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Sorry for the length of these games. Well, maybe you guys like long games. I don't know. But yeah, that was a long game. It felt long. Oy. I assume he's doing a little deck editing himself. I will be back with you guys in a little bit. Alright, folks, we're back. I made some last-minute adjustments. I took out some stuff and I put in this Daggerdrome Imp. This hand is great if we pull a land. If we don't pull a land, it's not good at all. We're on the play. I think we actually have to mulligan this, which is not what I want to be doing against his deck. This is slightly better. We have things that we can play, and we have all of our mana, which is good. We also have some removal. So I think we'll keep this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and lay that down. He's not the fastest deck, but once he gets going, it gets really bad. But anyway, like I said, some last-minute adjustments that I made was I did put in the Daggerdrome Imp, and I also put in the Deviant Glee. And the reason I did that is because he had nothing in the air, and I think that if we can gain some life and do some damage, that will be just huge for us. And it may even offset just the poundings that we take from something like the Armada Worm. See, now, if I had a Deviant Glee... Hey, where did my mat go? If we had a Deviant Glee, or if we had a Daggerdrome Imp, I would feel really, really good. What just happened there? Oh, our guy lost his connection. Okay, well, I will pause it for right now, and we will wait for our opponent to get back, and we'll be back then. Alright, we are back. Our opponent is back. And our playmats are all kinds of weird now. Okay. So I thought maybe we'd see a Codex Shredder, but apparently not. In that case, let's go ahead and see a Dead Reveler. Yes. And I'm not sure that I want to throw down the Deviant Glee on the Dead Reveler yet. A 5/5 is very imposing. But he does have the Arrestor, which is also quite good. That's pretty funny. We have an Arrestor of our own. Sure. So I'm arresting the Arrestor. That's really redundant. Yikes, Corpse Jack Menace 2. Wow. Okay. Well then. That's good. And in fact, I think I might just put that out right now. and maybe take some beatings from this Corpse Jack Menace. I didn't see a lot of like +1/+1 counters that he had, so maybe he has some, but I think we can allow this to live one turn. Getting this Dagger Drone imp out with a Deviant Glee is going to be awesome though. So let's go ahead and do that. Wish I had some more mana, that would have been nice. Huh, okay. I think I just go ahead and take this here. I would kind of like to sack the Azurius or Rester if I was going to launch party. So I think we'll just go ahead and take our 6 here. Leaving the 3 mana open is curious. It makes me think of Avenging Arrow. Okay, that's good. Shred me, my man. What do you got? Oh, there's the land I was looking for. It's kind of a land. Alright, so... the idea here is to get very gleeful and start just ripping faces apart. That worked out quite well, I think. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Yes. What kind of things would we like to see? I don't think we really need any more black right now. Maybe just like another white or something. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab another plains. That's fine. So I think the Gate Creeper Vine is really good here because now we can actually sack that and kill something, which is pretty neat with the launch party. Full-on race mode, huh? Alright. Yep, King Apparition's really good. Towering Indrik is also good, though. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure that we bash with the Reveler and the Dagger Drone Imp. I assume that's going to be a block and then a sack. I can't imagine him allowing this Dagger Drone Imp to do a whole lot here. Yep. And right now I guess we can keep our launch party where it is and do some sacking. Azurius just this year, huh? Yep, that's pretty good. Well, we will go ahead and block here. And then we'll go ahead and launch party the tar out of this. Did I just... Oh my god, no. No! How did that happen? How did I do that wrong? I thought the sacrifice came first. Oh, man. Oh, wow. That just lost the game. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, maybe it didn't. So I have a common bond, which is cool, I guess. Still gonna get wrecked, though. Well, let's go ahead and swing in. We would have assuredly won the game if I had not done that. Now, though, I'm not so sure. It is definitely not looking good. That was a major, and it's not so much like it was a misplay, like I played it wrong. It was a misplay that I fouled up on Magic the Gathering Online. I tell you, it's like no matter how much I play this thing, like I still get stuff wrong. All right, well, let's put that there, and let's put that there. And let's see if we can do a common bond on the Daggerdrome Imp and survive. Well, this is going to be bad. Really? Okay. So that turns into a 3-2. Actually, can we win? Hold on a second. 5, 6, 7. Hold on a second. I don't think that there's much of a way that we can. I do definitely want to kill both of these. Oh, they get double the +1/+1s. Yeah, alright, well. That's pretty bad. Yeesh. Man, that just messed my whole game up. Messed my whole game up. I don't think that there is a way that I can come back from this. Let's see, I can't block and do that together. Yeah, guys, I think that was it. That was really unfortunate. If I had gotten rid of that like it was supposed to with the launch party, this would have went a different way. But you can't win them all. I mean, I'm not gonna like cry about it. We still have plenty more games left. This was certainly a long match. So sorry, guys. Hope you guys didn't get like hoarse yelling at your monitors. I wanted to do the right thing. Just know that. I wanted to do the right thing. It just didn't turn out that way. We'll go ahead and concede here. Hopefully, round 2 will go a little bit better. And that's pretty much it. You know, you just got to look toward the future and hope you don't make that kind of mistake twice. In my defense, I have never really played with Launch Party that much in Magic the Gathering Online, so maybe I should have played a little bit slower, but I think I played pretty slow. I think realistically, I was just like, yeah, I know what this card does. Just do it like this. And then it was like, no, you're supposed to do it this way. And I was like, what? And then I lost the game. So, yeah. All right, guys, I will see you for round 2.